I still remember this story incredibly clearly, even though it happened over a decade ago. Strangely, everything that happened after it is almost a complete blur, but I can picture every detail leading up to it in the moment it happened. This happened when I was around 10 or 11 years old. I'll also be using fake names for privacy. I was there with my friends Daniel and Lydia, who were both around 12 years old. I can't remember exactly which beach it was, but it was either Coogee Beach or another beach very close by. Lydia's mom drove us to the beach. She would usually just sit and tan on the sand, and we would go off to do our own thing and have fun. We decided to play hide and seek around the beach, park, and surrounding walkways. Daniel was seeking and found me first, but neither of us could find Lydia. We searched everywhere: the beach, the nearby playground, and around the paths. Facing north, there were stairs leading up from the beach to a walking path that followed the coastline, overlooking the ocean and cliffs, as well as a small patch of bushland in the middle. We decided to head up the stairs and walk the entire path around to the other side before climbing over a fence into the bush to have a better look. About 5 minutes in, we came across what looked like a campsite. We saw a filthy tent, a sleeping bag hanging out of the zipper, a non-lit campfire, and empty bean cans scattered around the floor. We both immediately felt uneasy. Something about it didn't feel right. Without saying much, we decided to walk away from the tent, cut through the bush to get near the stairs we came from. Daniel was walking behind me as we made our way through the bush. Then, suddenly, in the most stern voice I'd ever heard from him, he said, "Run." I didn't ask why. I didn't look back. Daniel was running behind me the whole time. Looking back, now I know he would have been much faster than me, but he stayed behind me the entire way. I sometimes wonder if he was doing that to make sure I didn't fall back behind. Whatever was happening, neither of us cared about anything except getting out of there. We reached the fence. It was probably about 4 feet high. For reference, I'm only 5'1" as an adult, so I would have been around the height of the fence or maybe shorter. We both leaped over with no issues. The second we landed on the other side, we looked back. Standing inside the bush was a homeless man, maybe in his late 40s, with a long gray-white beard, a dirty brown beanie, and worn, ragged clothes. In one hand, he was holding a knife. With his other hand, he kept motioning for us to come back, quietly saying, come here, come here." We ran the entire way down the path until we found Lydia and her mom. From memory, we told them, but I don't think anything was done about the situation. I'm not sure if Lydia's mom told our parents or even reported it. If I'm being honest, I can't remember if I told my parents or if Daniel told his. It became one of those experiences we just never spoke about again. From how I saw the situation at that age, I kinda just shrugged it off. We all kept in touch for a few years after the incident, but eventually lost contact after I moved to a different state. Lately, I wonder about it more. What could have went differently? I still wonder what Daniel saw before he yelled for us to run. What I do know is that if Daniel hadn't been there that day, I probably wouldn't be here today telling this story. I count my lucky stars every day that Daniel was with me. So, to the man that was in the bush with the knife, let's never meet again.